Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So, see that right over there? That's our neighbor's property. That is, I don't know, 1,000 yards from here. This is ours. See the difference in the color? Their forages, their grass over there. See what color that is versus what this is. Hang around for a little bit. We're going to show you the tools that you need to take your grass from looking like that to looking like that. All right, here they are. These are our secret weapons to growing grass that looks like this instead of grass that looks like that over there. So we've got the cows up here. This is the field on the left-hand side of the farm as you come in. This is the field that last year JW and Newman and I worked on all of this fence over here to get it secured so that we could bring cattle back here. And we ran cows back across this pasture twice last year. Once we grazed them a full time, we grazed them another half time, and then we ended up feeding some hay. We rolled hay out on the ground on part of this area back here. What we're doing right now, early spring, we are running the cows on big pieces of pasture and moving them really, really quick. We don't want the cows eating this down to the dirt. We had this sacrificial area down there near the barn, what we call the horse barn, earlier in the year, where we let them eat that down, way down, and we were feeding hay on it. Again, it was a sacrificial area just because we didn't want to damage the grass in other places. So what we're doing here is we're giving them big paddocks and then we're moving them every day. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get them to nip the tops of the grass off, rejuvenate this and get it growing so that the leaves on the grass plants are coming up faster and are wanting to grow more. So we're in an area right now, top of the hill. Before we moved over here, we had some grass right here, some they've not hit yet. A little short, but we had some grass this morning whenever we moved them over that I was measuring. It was 12, 14 inches tall. So end of March, getting a lot of good grass growth already. A couple other things that we're doing, we're putting out a little bit of hay for them right now. Everybody is pretty loose in the rear end, and so we're trying to firm them back up by giving them a little bit of dry material. Something else that we're doing, here's one that's not too loose, is we're getting this. We're getting some nice manure pats on the ground, trying to get some nutrients back into the soil, letting the cows come along, poop this out. And we've got a plan for how we're going to be managing some of this manure coming up on probably the next video. We'll be showing that to y'all, what we've kind of got planned there. Got another little surprise down here. Don't think we've had an opportunity to show this yet, but we have had a new calf on farm. This little guy was born about a week ago, week and a half. Here's what I mean, real loose. Right there's something, Reuben steps in it, just real runny. A couple of them are still like that after moving them out on the green grass. That's why we're doing the hay and giving them some dry material. But down here's our new baby, little bull calf. There's mama. Mama don't like me and Reuben and the dogs being out here normally, which is okay. But here's our new calf. Let me zoom in there, yeah. Little bull calf. We've still got to get him caught and get a tag in the ear and band him. But born on March the 17th, and today's the 30th. So yeah, we're about 2 weeks out. Mama's over here. She don't like Reuben. Yep, she's not happy we're down here. So we need to give her a little room. But new calf, all of these cows out here have been exposed back to our bull. We've got a registered red Angus bull. We call him Mongo up here on top of the hill. So we do expect some more calves this spring. And if somebody was open, then they've definitely been exposed. And we're going to be doing some culling here coming up later in the year whenever we decide who's pregnant, who's not. And then we've got some other animals that probably need to go away. Like this girl here, she's got a lot of Holstein in her, real skinny. Not necessarily the genetics that we're wanting. So we'll move her along probably later in the year. Still got a few of our steers left from last year. They've been out here grazing, putting on some weight. We've got appointments for a couple of those guys coming up here next week, actually. So 3 of those are going to be going along. But this is how we grow grass. Keep these cows out here, let them mow it down, put down that manure, urine, helps to get some nutrients in the soil, and we're restarting that grass plant when they nip that thing off. That's what we want. Ain't it 67? And this is Mongo. He's the bull. I think we've showed him before. And I've had people ask us about, well, aren't you afraid to be over in the paddock with him? Well, the thing about a bull is you want to watch their behavior. And Mongo here, we give him plenty of room. He gives us plenty of room. And when we approach him from the rear, from the side, when we're not on the other side of the wire, Mongo will heed our presence. Now, if Mongo was dropping that head, snorting, pawing at the ground, all that kind of thing, it would be time for Mongo to go. But so far, Mongo's been a real good boy. He seems to be doing his job well, servicing the ladies like we would expect. So right now we're pretty happy with him. But if you've got a bull that's lowering that head, pawing at the ground, snorting at you every time you get over in the paddock, you might want to consider moving him along. We give him plenty of room, but we always keep an eye on him. It would be easy for an animal of this size to end your farming career. Knock you over, stomp on you, break some ribs, maybe even kill you. So got to be careful around these big animals like this. Little demarcation line, you can kind of see it here. They've only been over on this paddock now for probably about 7 hours. You can see the demarcation line, what they've eaten over here versus what it looks like over here. Nice, thick, lush green grass. And y'all, this wouldn't be possible if we hadn't ran these cows across this last year, put some hay out, got some biology on the soil, got some good manure and urine down, and got these plants started. So there they are. No fertilizer required, no mower required. We don't have to start up a tractor and come out here and run a bunch of diesel fuel through a tractor to mow to get it to look like this. We just let the animals do it for us. I got to give a quick shout out to a friend of ours, Braden. He is in the CTE, and I think that stands for Career Technical Education Program, at a middle school just down the road from us. Actually, we bought this farm from Braden's grandparents, and he printed us, done some 3D printing on some really nice pigs. So I'm going to post a link. I think I've got a link to their class in the description down below, so you can go over and check out what those folks are doing. But our friend Braden done this. Braden, it looked fantastic. Thank you, bud. Well, there they are. That's what we use to take our grass from being brown, lifeless, looking just kind of crummy, to nice, thick, lush, pretty green grass like this that's capturing more solar energy and pumping those nutrients down into the ground. The nice thing about it is I don't have to buy any fertilizer. We don't have to spray anything. We don't have to mow anything. We don't have to fire up a tractor. We just let them do it. So, and it's awful peaceful to stand out here and watch them do it too. So don't have to listen to a motor running. But anyway, like we always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.